I think there are two things going on here. I mean, first of all, Donald Trump is incapable of taking a punch or having any sort of criticism of anybody who's in his orbit or his circle. I mean, we see that when it comes to people who work on his campaigns and volunteers, whatever. I mean, people who've been on The Apprentice. He has a very hard time with criticism of anybody who has any sort of connection, whether loose or tight, with Donald Trump. But the second component of this, and this is what I think is really interesting, we targeted that ad towards Mormon women in Utah and Arizona, and we specifically used that image not because of the nudity component, but because she looks vulnerable, and because if you look, she's actually handcuffed in the image. This is what people found problematic about that image. There are plenty of naked pictures of Melania Trump that you can find on the internet, some of them that I think are a lot closer to what you would consider to be semi-pornographic than that one is. Those images weren't necessarily a problem, but this one was with the handcuffs. And one of the things that I think is really interesting is that while the women that we were targeting with this ad, it was very successful with them. I think it contributed a lot to the margin of Ted Cruz's victory in Utah. They don't like the sort of stereotypical porn light imagery that's used there. But when I go through the hate mail and the feedback that I've had in my inbox from Trump supporters, people who are complaining about the ad, one of the things that features in almost every single one of those emails is some sort of moral condemnation that is very harsh and very precise about Melania Trump and goes way beyond any issues that I have with her or that the targeted audience of this ad has with her. And so, yeah, you know, I guess maybe Donald Trump isn't actually that enthused about how she used to make her money, and maybe there is a liability there. It's possible that, you know, myself and Mormon ladies who saw the ad are a little bit more accepting of how she made her money than members of Donald Trump's own base. So that may partly explain his reaction.